right, welcome back to the sensuality series. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how do you communicate? How do you ask for what it is that you are truly desiring? I see so many women in a state of just longing, in so much desire. And a lot of women are stuck in this space of how do I actually ask for the thing and how do I do it in an effective way? I want you ladies to remember that, especially in your romantic relationship, you are actually the silent leader as the feminine. You are the silent leader. And so, if you are desiring something in your relationship, you are the one that is actually steering the boat. We all know that saying that you are the neck, you are moving, you are literally dictating what the standard of the relationship is, what it looks like. It is you. And so you must be able to master asking for what it is that you want, but it has to come from the correct space, which is what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to cover the top 4 things that need to be present in the room when you are asking and communicating for exactly what it is that you desire. So the first thing is, what is your heart posture? What is your heart posture when you are asking for what it is that you are desiring? As you are becoming a truly sensual woman, and if you truly want to embody being a sensual woman's desires are coming from her heart space. It is coming from a space of deep desire and longing. It's something that she has been sitting with and ruminating with, and it's so much bigger than just herself. So, for example, a lot of my clients right now and I are talking about how they want to have that conversation about they want to be fully provided for. They want to ask family members for help. They have been so used to operating in such a hyper independent state that they either communicate these things really bluntly, just really harsh, very like it is what it is kind of matter, or they don't ask at all and they just stay in a space of suffering or resentment. So before you ask for what it is that you are desiring, you need to really connect with what is the heart behind of what it is that you want. Is it actually coming from your heart? Is it coming from your body? Is it something that you know will deeply enhance not just your life, but the other person's life as well, and will help you to show up even more magnificent and even more better than you already do? How can you recognize that as the feminine, your true heart's desires literally adds color to the world? It is because of a feminine woman's desire that homes were built, that roads were built, that there's literally color and beauty in the world. Everyone loves feminine energy. You add beauty, you add color, you add spark to the world. And so if you can communicate that something is so near and dear to your heart and it would just make you so absolutely happy and enjoy, who wouldn't want to try their hardest to fulfill that for you? So again, what is the heart posture behind of what it is that you're asking for? Is it truly coming from your body? Is it truly coming from a pure space? Or do you have a different agenda? Because that can be felt. The second thing is, do you actually believe that you can be met in that? Do you actually believe that people would want to do that for you? Here's something that I've noticed is that most people don't actually think that they will get to be met deep down. A lot of women I have recognized have a deep worthiness wound within them that has came from childhood, where they were told that they have to appease everyone else, that they will only get love and validation through being a good girl, through getting good grades in school, through doing everything the right way, through doing everything perfectly, through not asking for too much. And so most women, especially high achieving, high performing women, have an underlying tone within them of, when I am too big and I'm asking for big things, that's going to put a lot of pressure on other people, and that means I'm a bad girl. And so these are very deep things that we need to untangle from the root, and these these are things that lie really, really dormant inside of your womb space, which is why the work that I do is so important, because we actually get to the root of all of these stories, all of these underlying limiting beliefs that are hiding silently in the background. We get to clear those out from the root so that you can move forward. Your energy feels clear and you're not secretly blocking the blessing from coming in. So again, it is all about your perception, the perception that you hold about the world, the perception that you hold about yourself. So do you believe that you actually get to be met? Or do you think like, oh my gosh, how can I ever have this desire be met? This is so big. This is like, how could this person even do that? Allow people to meet you there. Again, as the feminine, when you are truly embodied, people want to help the goddess. People want to make you happy because it does something for them as well. The third thing is, what is your tone? What is your tone when you are communicating? So a lot of the women that I work with, again, very high achieving, high performing women, they don't have a problem communicating, but it's how they're communicating, how it's coming out of their mouths. And sometimes they will say things like, well, I've asked him to do this. I've asked him to do that. I was so clear. I said exactly what it is that I need, and it's still not getting done. And what I want you to really tune into is, what is the tone communicating? How do your words vibrationally feel on someone else's nervous system? This is really, really important. Your actual words only make up about 7% of your communication. People are actually absorbing more of your body language, what your body language is saying, and the tone in which you are saying it. So I know sometimes it can feel as though, well, why do I have to do all of this? And why can't I just say what it is that I need to say and just, it is what it is? And this is the beauty about feminine energy, is again, you add that softness to this world. You add that it's like a soft space to land. And so if you can communicate in a much better way and get the results that you want and actually increase the success rate of getting what it is that you desire, and it's coming from the correct space, then why wouldn't you? A lot of women have lost touch of this art of communication because we have been taught to communicate to succeed in very masculine environments. We have almost taken on their way of communicating when this is your superpower. Being able to communicate as a woman is your superpower. So use it. And the fourth and final thing is, can you show more gratitude? Can you amplify your gratitude? A lot of times what I've noticed is, especially high performing women, high achieving women, again, they communicate from a very high level space. And so their communication comes across as, thank you very much. Awesome, I appreciate that. But again, as the feminine, you are adding color to somebody's life. How can you amplify and turn up the gratitude? How can you make that person feel your gratitude? How can you add in your squeals? How can you like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting this for forever. How can you turn that up? Because guess what? That is going to make the other person feel like, wow, she's really receiving this. And that's all people want when they're giving something to you is, wow, she's actually taking it in, like she's receptive of this. I want to give her more. I want that expression again and again and again. So how can you amplify your gratitude? How can you turn it up? How can you just like really, really give it and express how happy, how joyful, how this person made you feel by fulfilling this for you? Again, it's not just about you getting something. The other person is getting something in return based on your level of receivership. If your level of receivership is low and they get a thank you, that's nice, they can't feel you. There's no desire to want to give you more. And so if you can turn it up, that will allow you to get more and more and more and more. So again, ladies, your reality is going to reflect what you perceive. And what you perceive is what it is that you're going to receive. And so, how can you start shifting around your thoughts? How can you start actually being receptive to the fact that you get to be met in bigger desires? You get to be met in bigger asks. And if you want deeper support in this, then I encourage you to go ahead and check out the description box, see what goodies we have going on. Currently, we are enrolling for Dark Femme Queen. This is our 3-month Dark Feminine and Sensuality program for women who are really truly ready to embody this energy in your relationships, in your business, and in your lifestyle. You can go ahead and find out more details about that down below. Other than that, thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and give this video a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.